Hi guys, welcome to Frickin' Jeep. My name's John and I appreciate you stopping along to see what kind of nitwit stuff I'm into today. That looks a little bit low, which is always the case. What you aim in the camera isn't what you see when you're looking at the camera, but now it looks to be pretty square on. I don't know. Anyhow, it's late in the afternoon. It's after 7 already. It was a heavy mist today. It was raining yesterday. Yesterday we made some applesauce out of the gala apples. One gentleman suggested that I use the squeezo to get the juice out, but the squeezo doesn't do that. It gets the pulp out. So we did that, not because he said, it's just because the wife wanted to try it for applesauce because we had those apples ready. So we cut up a big boatload of apples, probably another bushel. Ran it through the squeezo, and it spit out the worst tasting applesauce you'd ever want to have. It was just terrible tasting. I think then we started looking at it on the internet, you know, and I think the heat and the gala apples don't match up somehow, or maybe the sugar goes out of the gala. I don't know. It was terrible. Plus we have the early transparent apples that came in, I don't know, around July 4th. They come in early, and they make real good applesauce. I mean, just the best you could say, the best you could have. Another person was saying something about the apple juice. Yeah, it's not cost effective or apple cider. It's not cost effective to do it the way we do. I don't know how many hours we got invested in that. You know, by the time you go out and pick the apples, then you wash them and do all that kind of stuff. But it's all I can say is the difference between a store-bought tomato and a homegrown tomato, there's a whole lot of difference. Well, the difference between store-bought cider and our cider is a whole lot different in a better way. So in that aspect it's worth it. And it was raining yesterday. Well it was, I don't know if it was raining the day we made the applesauce or not. It's been raining so much. I think the hurricane might be past. There's a little bit of blue sky out now, but it's getting dark, so I gotta stop jabbering and get cutting. I'm doing trims. I'm gonna try to put you over here on this side. I hope it's light enough. If not, you can just leave a comment and say, you dummy, it was too dark. So I'm gonna put you up pretty close so I can get through here to the other side and pull some of that stuff off. It doesn't look too bad. I brought a spare battery back. Yeah, I got it in my pocket. The teeth need sharpening. They're dull, real dull, but for 1-inch boards or 1 1/8 inch boards ain't gonna make any difference. The reason, let me just get doing. Put your ears on, because, well, I'm going to get everything ready and then turn it back on, but this is where you're going to be looking from, and maybe we'll look about there. I'll be back in a bit. Hi guys, welcome to YouTube. My name is John. You're at Frickin' Jeep. Glad you came along. Appreciate everybody that comes along and sees the kind of nit-nut stuff that I do. Some of it's interesting, some of it ain't worth a damn, to be honest with you. But everybody has different interests, so something that you might think is junk, somebody else might like. But it's what I do, and that's what I photograph here is kind of what I do. Almost like what is Sam doing or something like that? I can't remember. Well, I've been watching him lately. Pretty good guy. Anyhow, a little bit of a rant. Well, I don't know, but I canceled my credit card because there was over a $500, there was 2 charges. One was for Ticketmaster for $4.99 or somewhere around there, and another one was for insurance to the ticket for that ticket, which is good too. Maybe that means if they get busted on the thing, they can get their money back. I have no idea. So as soon as I saw the credit card come in, called the credit card company. They were very nice and took care of it after an hour on the wait. You know, you wait forever and ever and ever. So then I wanted to know where the credit card was used and what it was used for. Seems to me this day and age, if you can get your bank account, you can look up just about anything you want. When you're calling a place like Ticketmaster, that they should be able to say, okay, here's your name, here's a charge, here's where those tickets are getting sent to. I don't know how it works. I guess it may be all done with phone, but it's got to go to somebody, and somebody's got to be assigned some ticket seats, and somebody's got to be able to know what those seats are. And it seemed damn well easy for somebody to trace that, but they don't want to. Ticketmaster's got their money. They don't care. I really don't think they care. The chances of them getting back and saying anything are probably slim to nothing to nobody. They got their money. They're smiling, and the hell with anybody else. Plus, I had to wait on there for a long time. So that's my rant. they can do what they want, but they don't want to do it. If they wanted to, they could do it. And the second thing, I didn't want the person's name. I didn't want the person's address. I wanted to know what they were going to go watch, because that would kind of indicate to me. Now, I only used a credit card once in the last probably 3 months. And that would indicate to me maybe it got used at this spot somehow. And I was just curious, you know. Anyhow, this morning, so I spent an hour and a half on the phone trying to take care of that. I got up early because somebody wanted to buy something I had on Facebook, which was good. I've had a lot of people. I've sold an awful lot of stuff on Facebook. You get good people, bad people. I don't think this was a bad person. I think they had kind of like, this is a stupid move buying it. Anyhow, it was fire hoses. 2 fire hoses for $40, or single one for $25. Big 2.5-inch, 3-inch hose, 2.5-inch coupler, nevertheless. But he was from a 2-hour drive here. So, yeah, okay. Now, what I do before I give out my address, number one, because the address doesn't come to my address. GPSs just don't bring you to my house 98% of the time. So I leave them a message. Here's my phone number. Call me, and I'll give you the address, the time to come, or find out what time you want to come and meet up. And a lot of people don't call, and I figure if they don't call, they don't really want it that bad. They're probably not going to show up after all anyway. And that's played true on a lot of stuff. If you're really that interested in it, you'll call me. So anyhow, so the guy, he did call me. We talked, boom, 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 what he's going to use it for. Okay, that should work fine for that, you know, just in case, oh, I want to do this with it, and I know it won't do that with it. Tell him, because I don't want anybody disappointed in what I sell or let down or something like that. Anyhow, so he says, I'll comment you in the morning, so when I'm leaving. So he commented me this morning around a little after 7, said, I'm heading your way. It's a 2-hour drive. Well, I got up early. I got up before 7 to get down there to just kind of check, see what's going on. And oh man, and I don't get up that early. So that kind of put me in a mad mood right off the bat today. So so I'm leaving. So around 2 hours go by and I don't see anything on my phone. He said he was going to call when he got close to hone him in if the GPS didn't get him in the right directions. So I'm looking at around 9 o'clock. He should be here around 9 o'clock because he left a little after 7, you know, getting close. Nothing there, nothing there. So I go over to Facebook and it says, I don't have time to come down today. So what he wanted for was something he wanted to use it for tomorrow, so it ain't going to happen. So that's fine. Well, meanwhile, somebody else emailed me and says, I want the fire hose. It's a good price. Okay, and I said, well, right now it's pending. This guy's supposed to come by. Give me a call and we'll discuss it. So he never called, so he's not that interested. And he lives over in New Jersey. There's no way in the world that someone's going to come from New Jersey all the way over to the middle of Maryland to buy something for $40, in my opinion. So anyhow, that's where we're at. Anyhow, I did some spraying today for another hour up. And now I got to move that wagon down there around here and unload some wood up here so I can get the wagon for another project. As you can see down there, the grass is real deep. I've got to get that out of there, and I'm hoping the guy's going to come and get the sawdust, and I can't scoop it out with it there. So it's killing 2 or 3 birds with one stone. So that's where we're at, and I do plan on sawing this other piece of wood up. And I hope to have some light so you guys can see real good. All right, that's it. We'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Hi, guys. Welcome to Frick Jeep. This is going to be quick because I want to get some sawing done. I swear that never looks right, and I tell you that every time. Anyhow, this is what we're going to be sawing up, finishing up, pulling some 11.5-inch boards off of it. And, you know, what can I tell you? Put your ears on. You're going to be on the wall today. So I'm going to try putting it up there today again. It's a little lighter out. It's only 6:45, but the clouds aren't out too bad. Put your ears on. Sharpen the saw. 6 butterflies on a butterfly bush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where'd the other one go? I think he just flew away. There's 2 of them up there. Just kind of a neat update. Bye-bye.